Okay, we are not, just at the outset here, we are not doing an entire quad. We're doing a study. I have an idea, and I need more data. I need data for this. Where's the Metroid one now? Ant is going to be so disappointed. I said, I'm not feeling well either, and that game requires, Fire Emblem requires way too much thought. I'm looking at a couple things before we start. No, it's Biba. We're only going to go for about an hour. I'm looking for some very specific things. And what was one of my other notes? Where is Norfair, anyways? Is Norfair the middle one? Norfair is the middle one. Oh, not good today, Viva. I'm okay. A lot of stuff breaking. We're trying to fix it all. Kidney search is still ongoing. And a little bit of weather change, and just some days I feel worse than others, and today I've just been really cold and miserable. Norfair bottom missiles missile pillar 3. Bottom missiles, top missiles, bottom missiles missile pillar 3. Oh god, that's no good. No, it's not like that. I get cold. But it's passing. I made sure to eat something and get like water with some Gatorade splashed in it. Just something to kind of make sure I don't bottom out. Try to have potassium and stuff in me. Probably doesn't really help that much. It's just if I have nothing, I don't want to make sure I have enough water in me, that kind of thing. Gold, 4,200, Biva. What do you think? I will start here momentarily. I'm currently looking at some data. It doesn't look like I'm moving. I'm trying to understand what these rooms are. The top left connector. Missile pillar 4. Missile. Bottom missiles. What does it even mean? Nah, silver's crazy. Silver doesn't work for me. Silver's not being bought up like gold is. I was trying to look at some tape to see why the net premiums were like 21 million negative today for GLD. And the net delta was like 20k or something. But then I'm looking at any large trades. It could be a cycle thing. I think it's more the macro story that the dollar is in trouble. It just seems that gold is catching up from like 10-20 years of not keeping up as much as inflation as it probably should have. And all this AI stuff is just, I mean, fake it till you make it, I guess. It's not just because the dollar's getting destroyed. I mean, there's also like nowhere for M2 money supply to go. Like, it's but the dollar being at an all time, not all time low, but like a very much a trough. It's just the question is how much lower does it go? Because there's really nothing happening with the U.S. dollar that would suggest the whole macro story, no matter how you look at it, basically suggests dollar's going to become weaker. But it usually runs, it runs kind of a sine curve. But it's just the question is with all the trade nonsense, if there's less demand for dollars, then they're not worth as much. But a lot of people that only transact in their own currency aren't necessarily going to feel that. Whereas people that invest their European dollars into U.S. markets, basically you're wondering, not wondering, but like their returns on the year from U.S. equities is basically flat. As opposed to those that invest in the U.S. that don't have to worry about the, And the inflation story is, well, I don't know. Normally we'd look to government to see what the inflation number is, and we don't have that. Wave Beam Chozo Room. Okay, so that has to be, well, wait a second. That's Ice Beam. That's got to be Ice Beam. Is Ice Beam in here? Okay, so Ice Beam is in here. Bottom Missiles. Bottom Missiles, Missile Pillar. I don't understand what that means. I'm assuming Top Missiles. Top Missiles 2 and 3. Okay. Oh. Those are it then. Bottom Missiles, Missile Pillar 1, 2, 3, Ice Beam. Bottom Middle Eyes. Bottom Middle Eyes, Missile Pillars 1 and 2. Orange Tunnel Missiles. That's probably the middle one. I think that's the one that requires high jump, and I didn't mark this on my sheet. I really don't know what I'm going to get out of doing this. Ice Beam Chozo. So what's the first top left missile? Missile Pillar. It's garbage, somehow. Top left missile. Missile Pillar. Is there a bottom left missile pillar? Or left missile pillar? Top left missile. High jump. Chozo Room. It's never high jump. Pix. Oh boy, the VIX. Brinstar M1 Brinstar Bomb Room. Chozo Bomb Room, Chozo Room 1 Bomb. So that's got to be 5 on the map. Right Lava Energy Tank Pedestal. Long Beam's pretty good too. I'm gonna actually mark Long Beam. Brinstar over the pillar. Okay. I think I have a strategy here. I basically want to see where I'm at 1 hour into this. And we need to get this started. So what were my notes on this? Those were not my notes. I'm always worried about VIX options because they don't have. They're not what you call it. They're European style options. So I don't think anything would happen, but I really wouldn't want to get caught on the other end of a equity problem, liquidity problem. Well, you could purchase it longer out too. It's just the yeah. Where are the overworld checks from? It's just me. We don't have Yogi's at work. I don't know where Rue is. I don't have time to do a whole one, and I'm not feeling well, so I was supposed to have already started. Sensible streamer. I want to see if I break the game. So I'm just looking at previous games and the stuff that I think is very good. The heck is 5F? What's 5F? 5F? That ain't it. So A, B, C, no wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, C, D, E, F. So it's got to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the ladder item. Armos is garbage. Where's the letter item? All I'm looking for is the letter item. Z1 Underworld. Z1 Take Any Cave. Take one item cave. Take one item, huh? But it doesn't say. I don't understand why they called them Cave 10, Cave 12, Cave 13, Cave 18. Yeah, and I tried to look it up and I can't find it. List of Zelda 1 caves by number. Is it listed on this? No. I just don't know if it's like counting across, left to right, or what. No AI, I'm not talking. Well, I've tried to check. It doesn't have it. Internet tries to throw me to Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to need to relabel these. Okay, anywho. Think I know what I want. Alright, let's try this. Oh, that was the last thing I wanted to check. What is currently available in Super Metroid at the very beginning? It's just Morph Ball. It's just Morph Ball. Morph Ball room right item? Oh, so we don't have consistency in the label. Has it ever been anything useful? No. I wonder why that is. That's pretty dry. Alright. Let's go. So a lot of people like doing this start to go to the castle secret. Which I keep not doing. Maybe I just shouldn't do this. And maybe I should save it for later. And just do castle first. Maybe that's what we need to be doing from now on. Because the rules for this are different than the other guy. Oh, I hope this is coffee. It's not. Okay, let's try this. Let's try the new thing. I've not killed anything. I don't think this works yet. But this is a separate check because, I mean, these two items are completely free. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. What are we even doing? I suppose if you find enough money at the very start, like, because of how important doing everything is and being able to do Zora early is, it's just hard. I can't believe he has Starbucks CEO on. Yeah, protein foam, huh? That's going to save the consumer. Say we can charge even more for our coffee. I don't know why anyone would want protein foam. Like, is that a thing? Like, I don't get it. Protein foam. Reminds me when Starbucks CEO. Well, when you say scam, I mean they demonstrate their value. I find $4 for a cup of coffee. It's like you talk about inflation. The inflation of like I don't know if that goes under CPI services inflation, but like I would never pay like I was in a bind. I didn't have power one day, and I had to go out. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go to Timmy's and just get an iced coffee. Just a basic iced decaf coffee. And it's now $4. It used to be like $2.85. And that was like 2 years ago. So like that doesn't make any sense. I literally haven't been back there. It's like I'm not that cheap, but like that's a lot of money for drip coffee. Like, okay, $4 for a really nice latte or something that I don't have to prepare. Okay, I can understand the value proposition, but I don't understand the Starbucks thing. Never in my life have I made enough to like go to Starbucks every day, which apparently people do. But like didn't want to like put that money to work somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know what people are doing. You really need the hundo to be able to like buy that guy out. Right. Exactly. They also got rid of their 2 for $6 breakfast sandwiches, and I'm like, for what? Why do I ever need to come? Why would I ever come back to Timmy's? You didn't even get the Timmy's pizza in the States. I couldn't even get that silly flatbread pizza that they had. Eventually, you're just going to have to walk into places and just buy and sell in gold. Off, it's disgusting. Hmm? I guess my browser going off. Powder. Supers. Bombs. Ether. We're not going to be using any of those, so. E-Tank. So I don't like any of these things. Let's just go to the next thing. So am I supposed to, like, walk out and go to Z1 there? I don't have anything for Z1. So if I had a sword and a key, I think that would be the point to not do that. Only one kind. I gotta see this. Here's my chance to look at chat. More. This stuff's about $1.25 a cup. Oh! Wow! No way. So essentially what we're trying to do, this is very secret strats, by the way. You can't tell anybody I'm coming up with new secret strats to break this game. Because I believe well, I don't know if I found anything. But I'm definitely trying to find an issue. Oh wow, it's glitched. An issue with how it places items. So I basically want to see if I find a jackpot. Which I know is a little bit subjective, but like, I want to see if I feel I get paid off enough for my early game shenanigans. Oh my goodness. Why? Why is this a murdering guy? Look at this. Get over here. Look terrible. Jeez Louise. I'll look at that link when I can. That was crazy. So we have enough to do fake flippers, but I don't have other stuff, right? So here's our new theory. Forget all of this. I have Sahasrahla. We can go Sahasrahla. Sahasrahla is 3 things. There's also Eastern. Yeah, we can get burned not going to Eastern. what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to do all the high value density checks, and then we'll come back later to do things like Eastern, which is really time intensive for what we're trying to do at the very beginning of the game. We need to make sure Eastern is checked far before we do anything else significant. But like, can we come here with boots or something, or flute? Really, bow would be ideal. You know what I mean? But because basically the only good check. Oh no, nut bunnies. Basically the only good check. Yeah, just do this. So we needed to go buy bombs. That was my mistake. Just gonna try to catch up time here for what we did. Why is the FPS like? Oh, it's even more restricted. I thought about just playing it at this speed. Play it at double speed. Okay. Okay. I wasn't supposed to grab that. Yeah, I really need to not do that anymore. Alright, so we're gonna grab these three. Quarter's pretty hot. Here's a... Wow. Okay. Recorder and Morph Ball. Oh, Recorder, Morph Ball, and Moon Pearl. Interesting. But we don't have anything else for this game. I mean, obviously I have the cape and the... I don't really care about that right now. That's out. So now I have power bombs. There's a lot of stuff available in Metroid. However, we don't have everything in Metroid. But there's stuff that we can go do here. No candle. No key. But I want to go do these high value checks here. Or what I perceive as high value checks. Okay. So this is a tier, it's already going to be a tier 3. So I normally don't want to go do the first dungeon, but you have to do it, right? And there can be something there. And in this particular situation, we don't need bombs. I need bombs. Not finding a bomb is a problem, though. So, do we just go to... Before we do this, do we go get the letter? Probably. There's extra screens, though. So from here, where is the nearest bomb seller anyways? Okay. So notice that we aren't buying the candle. We aren't really doing anything else. Like, where is the nearest shop, anyways? Because I need bomb. Is it really just over here? That's really sad. There's no other shop? What's down here? Is this a shop? Or is this letter? No, it's not letter. Ah, it's just a hint girl. Not sure that cave that need a bomb. Hmm? This isn't the normal. So we buy our bombs, and we go buy meat. I'd also like to have bought a key. Oh, thanks. Okay, I don't like the start. I don't like the start at all. Either way, let's just run through it. Let's just run through it. We probably shouldn't want to come here before we have a bomb. I don't know. This just seems like it's going to be slow. We could also just get key stuck, but I think it's kind of hard to get key stuck because of the version of Kananaki here. Look at that! Look at that. Already paid. And there's our key. I'm not sure you need the... I don't know what we're talking about. Wow, it's just paid with everything. I need to update the way that I'm counting numbers. So far we found a key. So there's four non-WoW. There's still 4 potential items. But I also need keys. This I think has to be a key at this point. There you go. What is happening right now? Okay. This is a key. I think this is faster, because I need to get to this room on the bottom right, because I need to save the key. So we shouldn't have come here until we needed to. Right? Because if we're going to reset, we just come back there. So we got 2 major items here. Amazing that they didn't take me out. Now we're out of keys again, but this... I think this is going to be a key, right? Because we don't have compass yet? No. So we net 1 key coming here. I really want to do Dungeon 2. Dungeon 2 is, not good. But let's just do it. Let's just do it. Just for the sake of looking at it. Trying to get a bomb drop. I don't know how to count to 10, so... What? You 1, 2, 3, of course. No, well... Sort of. I don't think 2 is very good, and I'm trying to understand why 2 isn't good. I don't know if it's because there's less items available here. Because this one has 3... There's 3 keys, plus the map and the compass. Which means that there are what? There are 5 other items. I was supposed to reset there. I didn't. Yeah, sure. Who cares? Get hit anyways. So the trick here is, though, is by coming here, I can... So I gained 1 key on the previous dungeon. Don't need to kill anything here. There's some bombs, though. Those are nice. So instead of using the key there, I don't really know where the heck we are. I don't know why we're here. I was supposed to go right initially. Thanks, buddy. There it is! I didn't say I wouldn't do this dungeon. I didn't say that. Somehow I screwed up the ordering here, though. Okay, but that's the end of that. So now we just go up, up, left, up, and then right again. Did we finish this room? I thought we did. We did not. M1 E-take, pretty good. So at this point, there's like not a whole lot left in this dungeon. We got a compass map or something. Maybe 1 more key. Stop hitting me. Timing was off. When did you hit me? Go away. Probably want those. First M1 missiles. Oh, come out. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Alright, so that's the end of that. So did we go buy a candle and go to 8 here? I think so. I've not found a candle, which is not good. Wrong place to buy a candle. So we gained 2 keys in Dungeon 2. Okay. Now this one, I'm not really sure how far we want to go with this, but we'll see. This would require a ladder, and that's not really useful. So go to the next one. Shut up, Ian. Okay, great. This guy is just coming after me. When I started skipping keys, that came out to bite me in level 9 once. So this time this was nothing, and it's probably because we didn't get the early candle. I don't need that. So now we're going to go do level 3, and then we're basically done here. I guess I digress, because there is the... Let's do it because we can. I don't like the timing of it. But I would like... I'd like to somehow route in and pick up the sword. The sword here. Although I think letter and wood sword I think are better than this. But this being an overworld item, I feel it's better, from what I can tell, than a dungeon item. Even though there may be no difference. The first bottle. Now let's go do the most important 2 things. I was supposed to wrap... Yeah, I was supposed to wrap twice. Stop kidding me. Yeah, I was supposed to wrap twice. That's okay. Thanks. Let's get out of here. So the goal here is we're going to do 3 and 7. We're not doing Armos. No. Wait, way too much time. Bad time. Okay, refill our hearts. Another one of these rooms. There's your red candle. That kind of changes the value proposition of the candle stuff. Missile. I forget how many keys we came in with, but now we have so many key that I think we're good. Are they even called sword beams in this? Like, the animation's so tripped. It's nothing. Let's get out of here. So I've seen a map. I haven't seen a compass. Okay, so all that's left are however many keys. How is gold up even more? What is even happening? 42.28 now. Okay, so that's a morph ball. Two hams to $1. Okay, that's the end of that. It's a boomerang? Now keep in mind here, we have the meat, but we don't have the ladder. This room we don't need to do anything with, we just need to get away from it as soon as possible. Okay, it's not very good. Can you move this item over, or is he always going to be on the left-hand side? Nope, you can spawn him over. Cool. So I don't want to change my notes that doesn't require ladder. You just have to reduce the enemy count enough. I think I just should have reset. Either way, we go left here, and there's still 4 more potential items here. Okay. Eesh. Thank you. Wait, what? Oh, I went the wrong way! I didn't do it. I'm supposed to go down. Oh, goodness me. And then from here, I'm gonna actually go to Metroid. Okay, so this was a dud. It's faster, I think, to go to Metroid from here, because it'll dump me right next to it. Now, I don't have Morph Ball Bomb, but I do have Pegasus Boots, which we can now exploit 2 ways. We could have gone to the maze game. That I really would do that normally. Still no glove. We haven't been to the castle yet either. But I would immediately go do this. I would also get my Houlihan room from 0. Yep. Okay. I think I'm figuring out how to break the game. I think we're figuring out how to break the game. Secret sauce. When I understand it better, I'll explain it. So, essentially what I would like to start doing is never going against the way that it rolls the game, because that typically is, like, the best. Unless it does something really messed up, where you get, like, 5-hour morph ball or something. But, like, now, like, we definitely can go to the mountain and go get a million things with the hook shot. If that's a thing. Probably makes more sense to go do mountain at this very moment than to do Metroid 1. I would take these for sure. What are we doing on time? 36 minutes. Just because this gives us access to a lot of stuff, that's just way better than the cooler. What is this guy doing? What are we selling here? This is also a really good value proposition too. We can get this. Whoa. Great. I probably don't even care that that gives me damage, to be honest. Bombs I don't care about. Heart piece I probably don't care about. Go down here, you fall. And you move on. It's important to have not taken a ton of damage here. Oh, that was bad. What have I done? Oh well. Just despawn them. It's basically enough rupees for the whole game. That's probably too far to the right. Oh. You know what? Try it again. There we go. Is it just a thermos? I don't understand. Is it just because it insulates better or something? It's got a infuser thing in the middle of it? No, I don't. Alright, so that's the end of that. Now from here, we've already found Morph Ball too. So I want the... I don't think these are particularly good, but we'll see. It's not like there hasn't been anything here. But really only this first item is really good. The other two items are not very good in Super Metroid. Which I think I've marked this off. So like, you know, this is the part where we go do Kraid and everything else. It's too bad you can't, like... It's Ant. Ant, I wasn't feeling well, we had to deal with some stuff. And I only had about an hour. Because we're not playing the whole game, we're trying to break the game. And so far I would say it's somewhat successful. I believe that I've encountered certain aspects of this that are completely overweighted. And that do not follow normal rules. Well, they follow normal rules, it's just that they're overweighted too much because of their nature. Of how little you need to do them, basically. Allowed to jump in. Also, how far did Yogi get in that I wanted to play that Impossible one. That actually looked really fun. Looked fun enough. Fun enough without being ridiculous, although I'm told it gets ridiculous. Spazer. Okay, great. Make me do it again. But yeah, so we're not going to go too much longer with this. I basically want to see where we're at in an hour, and currently half of... We're going to have one boss done here. We wouldn't have done Big Pink yet. And we've done most of the beginning stuff in Zelda, besides... We haven't done Castle, although we could easily do Castle. And we haven't done some of the beginning stuff here. But I think it's really important to scoop up all the early game stuff as soon as you reasonably can. Like, we got Pegasus Boots, cleaning up ice, what you call it? Oh man, ice cave, ice rod. And Yogi fought this boss like forever last night, making me want to try to clean up my Kraid fights. I don't think without Charge Beam or like hitting him just right, you can't... I don't think you can stun him like at all. And this explains why there's nothing here most of the time. I mean, like, yeah, like, you do have to like pick up items everywhere you go, but part of the... Am I supposed to jump when I go into this? I don't know. Someone's got to teach me to do that. Maybe it's just not having enough momentum. Anywho, I do have to learn the damage boosts. I'm falling behind with those, I think. So I really don't do any of the tricks. Like I know how to get through the game pretty well, and if it's hard mode stuff, I can get through it reasonably well. But like if it's just vanilla stuff, like go to Phantoon with 14 energy tanks and just missiles or whatever, I tend to take too many. I feel I take too many cycles to beat it. Okay, so that clears this out. Now, instead of doing anything else here, we're going to make the... See, normally, I'd be like, let's clear everything going back up and through. And this is probably what we do in a normal game anyways. Because at the moment, we could clear all of it, right? We could really do all of it. But today, this, you know, one night only, we're going to go to Metroid right now. Now, keeping in mind that we could have just, you know, we could have done all this other stuff and found Metroid stuff. And I like that loop. I don't mind leaving the one speed booster item. We would have all of the other items in that first part of Metroid. But what I want to do here... We haven't found the Morph Ball bombs. However... Yeah, thanks. Let's go away. What I'm looking for are some specific items here. Long Beam is one right at the top of the list. So the first place we go is Long Beam. Why can't this game have sick damage boosts? Anti-damage boosts. That was really bad. And this is why I don't want to necessarily rush, but we do have two... We have two energy tanks this time, so it's a lot more tolerable than what we had yesterday. Also with the enemies in this area doing 8 damage. Just a bomb. Now we don't have what? Basically nothing. So in this case, we have two options. One is to just, I think, just go straight for Norfair. Because we don't have Ice Beam, right? So technically we don't really need to do any of that. Basically, I want to get to the Morph Ball Bomb spot. I would also want to get to this spot that's coming here. And I also want to get to the top right corner of Norfair. And I'm not sure I care about it, but considering I don't have Ice Beam, it's probably going to be real bad. Well, let's just check it. Let's just check it out of order. To prove my theory or not. And then we'll run back up to Brinstar and see what else we can muster. So this check supposedly is really bad. I mean, that's okay. It doesn't really solve... I mean, it's an item. It's an item I would mark as an item. I mean, it's technically plausible. But there's... Part of why it's bad is it's one item in that direction. We can't do any of the other stuff. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, I have a whole bunch of meetings tomorrow yet. But at some point I'll hopefully be around, I don't know. Maybe Ant's gonna play some Fire Emblem. Oop. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. So, I don't have any way to get up here, correct? No, so I don't have any of that. So we actually... See, we'd really not want to come here without bombs, and I don't know what's going to be here. Oops. Just for the sake of my time. What's funny is this is only the first door, too. Song, 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 song. Song. Okay. Don't go through this door yet, because you gotta fix the screen. Also, not even where we go yet. Wait, can we not do this? We can't. I don't think we have bomb. I don't think we can do this. Ice beam. Song, 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 song. So according to our theory, there really shouldn't be anything here, but this is also like all we need is morph ball bombs. And high jump, ice beam, something like that. Song, 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 song. Alright, let's see what we got. Song, 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 song. Garbage, garbage. Is the theory playing out? The theory is playing out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Song, 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 song. Sensible streamer knows all the lyrics. And I can't get there because of that, so we get to do this even more. Did you see the other day that Canonophone did a Palamidi stream? Once every year you get a Canonophone Palamidi stream. I played that game at somebody's house a million years ago. I was like, what is this Tetris dice game? I didn't know what it was, and then I saw speedrunners playing it. I'm like, oh man, I knew that game. It's funny that you can go through the ceiling. You can just go through the ceiling. Song, 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 song. So there's going to be nothing here, is my thesis is there will be nothing here. And I was correct. Let's go where? We want to do the couple other ones in Brinstar, and then we leave. That's all great. I don't want to... That's great. He's little nomad. So this is dry because we don't have Ice Beam. We don't have High Jump, maybe? And we don't have Morph Ball Bombs. We found absolutely nothing here. Now that doesn't mean that there isn't, like, you know, we're not trying to find every last item in the game. What I'm trying to do is deduce what there's certain spots that I think are better than others by a lot. Or as Stone Cold would say, by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Alright, so unfortunately here, so we could go down. But basically, this upcoming check, assuming that it's open, right? Because it may not be. This particular check, now notice how long it's taking to get there. So we don't want to necessarily exhaust everything, but any area that we can mostly complete, such as Big Pink and stuff, we should have done that. This is merely just testing out a theory, and I don't have a reason to play all the excess stuff. This is going to take more time. But if we were racing, you should go do everything. Okay, there it is. There's one. That's a hot spot. Like, I wouldn't want to just leave stuff here. However, like let's say that I'm like, where are items? We come and get this item, and assuming that this one doesn't require anything, because I'm guessing it doesn't, given how good it is, like every time, I expect to get paid right here. Yep, it doesn't require anything. So 5, 6, and 8 are the highest sought after items in this area. But naturally, like, you'd rather come here with Morph Ball Bomb, so you can just get them all in one go. This is what's an opening that if I feel I have a drought for things... Okay, it's nothing this time. I think we can get 4 here as well. If 4 doesn't have a requirement, then I would also put it under the suspect. Some of the things aren't labeled very well in the debug log, so it's hard to know what's what. 'Cause I think both of those are easy enough to figure out, but it's a little bit confusing. The fact it's both energy tanks. Right, so this one's the Ice Beam one. So we would never do it. So we just leave. And what was the last thing we wanted to do? And then I'm gonna stop on this note. And then I'm gonna check what we missed. And this also lets us just go back to, yeah. So we found Speed Boost. What did we not do? We didn't do Castle. I don't understand why Castle would be poorly weighted. Is it because there's multiple keys and stuff? We did Maze Game. We did that. We did that. So all that's really left is Eastern. So in this case I'd be like, okay, I don't really have anything. So all that's really left is Morph Ball. I mean, it's not like we can't just go do most of Metroid. So like Metroid is way too hot. We would have done all that. But I want to know what's in Cannonball Room in Eastern without looking it up. Because this particular one, and I really it's probably all the Light World, the before the Dark Room checks. But like, you never want to have to come here ever. I only have 1 health left. I got 1 health for me. Also, this is like a totally baller. The prize packs this prize pack's amazing. It's prize pack 0. Okay, so Big Key is gonna shove the item that was here. The next one. So let's see what's in this compass room in the big chest. Might as well do the other one, but the only reason I want to do it is just so I don't have to come back to do it. That kind of thing. I'm not sure it's good. In terms of value proposition, like without lamp, seems very poor. There's only one item left here. So when we found Morph Ball, Moon Pearl, and whatever the third thing was, that was it. That was the correct answer. And we should have just gone from there, kind of thing. We also have Book. Book was very early. So we need to modify this map now. Fix the map so that I have written on it what checks that I think are the ones that I need to note because it rolled game progress from, as opposed to being filler item. Because, like, for instance, we have no idea if ether is important, but if I see a dungeon that has ether on it, it's going to be better than finding ether later now. Because there's no more early game checks left. This and Morph Ball and Super Metroid are the last ones. So we basically know with the Super Metroid Morph Ball and the Power Bombs being in the beginning that everything is in Super Metroid. Maybe we should take a peek in Super Metroid, just a peek, peeksy peek. I want to see what's in here, and then I'm gonna stop. Garbage bomb. Let's speed this up. How fast it goes. Oh, you got me. I should have went the other way first. This is pointless. That's great. There's one more item here. No, there's two. Okay, one more. Key. Kill me. One more item. Of course, send the boss. Man, so much nothing happens in Zelda. Just run it at twice the speed. I'm gonna be good at this. Oh, we don't even have the lamp, so no, we can't do anything with this. Alright, so back to Metroid. In fact, we do it from here. We do it from here. Whatever, go. I kind of just want to look it up. I kind of want to go eat dinner. What's happening here? Why is it stopping me? What do I even want to do? Yeah, so like activating the, like doing the thing considers a step. So like that explains why all those those are always terrible. It also requires weapon, right? Well, it requires morph. It already requires having Morph Ball. Could have checked the status of those two. All garbage. So we have to check all this stuff, but like, I'm just gonna gamble here. I'm gonna make a gamble. I didn't want to check this. I don't want to. Screw it. I'm just gonna look up the answers. But I want to check one thing in person, and it's everything in this room. Found Morph Ball. What else did we find in that? Morph Ball, Moon Pearl, and something else. But this is what I want to see. Is item good? Of course it's good. Alright. Okay. My suspicions have been satisfied, and I already have Dark World access, and I basically just forced it. I forced it skipping nearly all the items. Okay. And I bet you we don't find anything else here. Okay, well. Okay, sword's cool. It's like items have to be somewhere. But sword doesn't really activate anything at this particular point, even though it's a key item. Oops. Oops. Don't actually need to move forward. Yep, I gotta remember that. Knee. You gotta put your knee at the edge of the plant. Whatever I was doing before. Yeah, look at this guy. That's the best. Eat says this is the best song. Is it? Is it the best song in this game? It probably is. It probably is. I am enjoying that. I think I figured out. I think I found an edge. I don't know how to explain it. It's just there's just certain checks that I think are really good. Without I really need access to the code to confirm suspicions. I think there's either an error in the code or it just overweights certain things. Look at this. Becoming a pro all over again. This is going to be nothing. Yep. Do we check one more thing? Of course we do. Of course we check one more thing. Betcha this one's gonna... Well, we have Dark World access now, so like that's enough. That's like 5 things that were in the beginning of the game. So we really aren't required to get anything from this spot. Last check. If I could even get there. I think I can get there. Can I get there? I'm just really tight. No, I can get there. There's no way I can. Have to be able to get there now. When I learned that, I was like, no way, man. That's after all these years of just like thinking I couldn't get up here. Back in the day. This is nothing. This is going to be something. Nope. We already had Morph Ball. This is just Morph Ball and Power Bomb, which was at the beginning. There's a lot of items here, so I'll check this just out of my own greed. Like I said, we got paid off enough. Like we found how to do most of a game now. More supers. That's cool. This other one requires an additional item we don't have. I think the game is just too many requirements for stuff. This is why I told people the game has to have hard mode, because I'm liable to just break it. No, that's not true. You know what I mean though, like it's not busted, it's just that there's overweight happening that is just not interesting to me at some point. Words. So I would say it's uninteresting. It's just that I don't want it to turn into I'm basically trying to figure out the perfect opening. And so far, I would say this is a success. I mean, what can't we do now from just the opening? We have most Dark World access. So, alright, so riddle me this. Riddle me this game. What's the game solution? Is this from today? Nope, this is not the one that I just rolled. This is the one I just rolled. I hope. Nope, this is not the one I just rolled. Where is the one I just rolled? Another browser window? What have I done? Nope. 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 Oh wow, I have several. I don't know what I did with it. It's gotta be this one then. This one doesn't have... This one didn't have the spoiler. I see 10 arrows. Yep, I found it. Alright. Download. The download button doesn't work. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this to something I can actually work with it then. What do we got? What else was in Brinstar, first of all? Brinstar had... Considering we can get into most of it. Unknown item 61. I don't know what that means. Green Brinstar main shaft, right Etikun shaft item? Okay, what is unknown item 61? Oh, I'm nowhere near it. Blue ring is here. Boomerang. The other glove is in the beta power bomb room. I don't know what that means. Alpha beta? Alpha Chozo item? Hidden left item? Wait, what? What is the beta power bomb room? What are these names for things? Oh! It's, it is the... I know where it is. It's the red Brinstar spike room. Hey, guess what? Guess what? That room requires one item to get to, which we don't really have. The power bombs get us there, but if we had space jump, we'd be able to get there. And super missiles, which you kind of get. But okay, so that's that. That's all of that Brinstar. Metroid 1 Brinstar has nothing. It had the book. I was correct. The top right lava energy tank had Fire Rod. Brilliant. So I need to go back and look at the stuff that we had at the start of this game, and then like what the next ring is, I guess, and then go from there. Super Metroid Norfair post Crocomire Power Bomb Room has gravity. Space jumps at Crocomire. What else do I need to finish the game? Where's Bo? Z1 Bo is in Swamp Palace, big chest. Bo is on the pyramid. Mirror. Hookshot Cave, which we know we would now have because we know where both gloves are. I'm putting this in my notes. Okay, what else? What else can we look for here? We need to know where the M1 bombs are. Turtle Rock Chain Chomp. Varia suit. M1 Kraid. Palace of Darkness Dark Maze. Lamp was. Z1 level 7. Sure it is. Of course it is. Where's Stepladder? The final missile in Super Metroid Criteria. So wait, what's the final missile? What does that even mean? The final missile. Tell me where this is. The final missile. The final missile, huh? Is it... I mean, I would assume that the other one says chorizo, right? Let's kill this. It's got to be one of these two, right? Why can't we just call them by their regular names? I don't understand why everything had to be renamed again. So we have to do this in order for the other one to spawn. Z1 small key. Okay, cool. Final missile? What does that even mean? Okay, dude. And remember Yogi had to fight this guy and there were spikes? That's cute. Let's go. Check the other thing. The final missile. What is the final missile? Breaking the game. Breaking the game. He's gonna pay with you everywhere. The final missile. So it was all free. Almost everything in this game was free. Yep. Anything else we actually need? Silver arrows. Those could kind of be anywhere, though, right? Cave 45, it says. Level 8, which was we just couldn't do it right away. We have bow. What else interesting is there? Gravity. I think we already knew where gravity was. Norfair, post Crocomire. We knew where Varia is. Flippers. Skullwoods, big key chest. Of course it is. Okay. Because everything we needed to do like Skullwoods, that's like depth 2. So the game, because of so essentially, I guess to wrap this up, the idea is the next time we play, we are going to laser focus on basically all the checks that you just saw, but also mixed in with like trying to do some stuff efficiently. and see if we can gain like 30 minutes of not having to ever check for a lot of these singletons that honestly I think they're very low percentage. I think you have a better shot playing for early game stuff. And then from there, weird science and weird intuition about stuff, because I've done this way too much. And jury's out at I don't know which way to say to do it, because it doesn't until I do it more.